everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Cerise here. For today's video, I have a Colourpop, like my stickies on here, I have a Colourpop highlighter review. So this is the Colourpop pressed powders. They come in this box here. So I'll show you the box first. These retail for $8 by the way as well, and these are two shades of highlighters. So this is the packaging here. So it's kind of like a very light nude color. It's got stripes down the side. Now these boxes for the bronzers and the highlighters are actually exactly the same. So as you can see on the front, it says highlight and bronzer. So it's got no differential markings except the top says the shade name. So this one says Boujee Cool, but that is literally the only difference. I've got a bronzer set here. I've got a bronzer here, which is literally exactly the same packaging. You would not even know the difference, but that's okay. And then if we open them up, they are exactly the same on the inside as the bronzers as well. There's nothing actually saying the shade in these, which kind of actually annoys me. I said this in my bronzer video if you've seen that as well, and it kind of annoys me that the shade name's not on there, because if you didn't just take it out of the box and I would know that this shade is Boy Next Door, I would literally not have any idea except opening it up and actually seeing the shade itself. But this shade is Boy Next Door, and it comes with a mirror that you can kind of take off the covering with, and that is the shade there. So I'll just swatch it here. So first impressions of feeling it, it's actually really buttery and nice. I quite like that. And that is the product there. It's not very fallouty at all, like nothing's really come off there as you can see. And that is the colour there. So I'll just swatch that across my hand. Oh damn, that colour ain't playing. That is a very, very extremely nice colour. It's very soft, very creamy, and yeah, you can see that there's no fallout there, which is what you want essentially. So that was shade Boy Next Door, and let's go with shade Boujee Cool. So not Booty Cool, Boujee Cool. And that is it here. See, it's exactly the same component, which is, it's still so weird, because if you put this in a container all together, you're not going to know which is which. You're going to have to open them, and some people are lazy, so they might just want to flip it over and see. So that is the packaging there, and we'll open it up. And Boujee Cool is kind of, like they're very similar shades as you can see there, but Boujee Cool is a little bit more on the pinker kind of bronzy side, if that makes sense. So I'll just swatch it here. So again, it's the same formula. That is it on the finger, and we'll see it swatched on. So that actually is very, very similar. I think that Boy Next Door is a bit more gold, but Boujee Cool is probably a bit more subtle. So that's it. I feel like they're going to look the same on the face, but I just put them down and now I'm like, have I mixed them up? No, I haven't, because the last one I swatched was Boujee Cool. But yeah, that's how scary it is. If you literally don't have the box in front of you, you won't know what shade it is. So I feel like I have to get a vivid and like write what shades it is on there, which yeah, that kind of does annoy me, because I personally like to know what shade it is, especially if you want to rebuy the shade. If you don't know what the shade is, you can't rebuy it unless you look and see. But again, like I said, these colors are so similar. Like from back here, they kind of look the same. So if you didn't know what it was, it would be very hard to like differentiate what that was. So anyway, let's dive right in. I'll bring you a little bit closer, and we'll start with shade Boy Next. Alrighty, so I'll just get a highlighting brush, and so this is the first shade that we did here, and I feel like you just need to dip it a few times and it picks up the product. See, it's picking it up there on the brush. I'm just going to kind of, oh, I can tell this is definitely going to be a favorite, because that's gone on so seamlessly, and it just kind of like reflects off the skin. I really, really do like this product here. I'm just kind of gonna put it like under my brow bone, and then on top of here. I really, really, really like this color. I'm gonna put it on my Cupid's bow, but not on my nose. I'm gonna put it there and here, just so there's something like kind of breaking up the face, so just a little bit more. But literally all I've done is do 2 taps, and I've done one side of my face with 2 taps of it in there. So it's a very, very pigmented product. I feel like for $8 it's a really good deal. So that is shade Boy Next Door. So that's going on to the second shade, which is a more pinky kind of color, champagne color. And I'll just get the mirror here. So this is shade Boujee Cool. So I'll just dip it in. Like, I'm just dipping ever so slightly. This brush is a bit harder to pick up on it. So it hasn't really picked it up much at all. I'm just going to kind of swirl it around in there to kind of pick up some more. There we go. So I actually think I like this one better. It's kind of more of a natural glow than this one. This one's more blinding. So Boy Next Door is quite blinding, but Boujee Cool's kind of like, it's a bit like, it's kind of like a natural kind of glow. I'll put that on my nose. It's kind of on my eyebrow like the other one. Because it's definitely, yeah, my brush is definitely picking it up. But see there, it's kind of like a natural kind of glow. So it's just kind of glowing quite naturally, but yet Boy Next Door is kind of more blinding, but Boujee Cool's kind of a bit more natural, and it's kind of like shifts off your skin. See, it's kind of like shifting off the colour, like the gold reflex. But this one's kind of like blinding in your face. This one's like shifty gold. And yeah, it's down my nose here, but it kind of shifts in there. It's different from my lip highlight. My lip highlight is more blinding, but this one shifts a little bit better. So yeah, that was shade Boujee Cool. Ooh. Alright, so this one was this shade here, so shade Boy Next Door, which is a very gold blinding colour, as you can see. And then we have shade Boujee Cool, which kind of just gently, naturally bounces off the skin. It's just like a natural kind of light. So I actually think I prefer Boujee Cool because it's just like a nice, gentle highlight. I feel like this is one you could wear on your no makeup days, but it's still blinding enough. But it's natural at the same time. It's like a blinding natural colour, this one here. So I actually really do like that one. Don't get me wrong, I love this one too. But I also like this one. So yeah, the pressed highlighters by Colourpop are definitely a hit for me. Like, definitely hot. Like, they are hands down amazing. I think that they're really nice. They went on real nicely. They swatched. The only thing I don't like is that the packaging is exactly the bloody same. There is no difference from them to the bronzers. You know, I haven't got many other products, but from these pressed highlighters to the pressed bronzers, like, they must not have been able to pay for more stickers or packaging, or they just wanted to pack them really quick. But I find that all they needed was like the little stick that was on the box, maybe on the back of these, just so you knew what each shade was what. Because now if I don't put them in their boxes that say what they are, I'm literally not going to know what shade they are, which, I mean, it's a shame, but then I'm not kind of mad because I can always swatch it on my hand and work out which one's which. But they should have the shade names on the carton, I think. So that's what kind of brings it down for me. But for $8 you can't really complain. They work, they're nice, and they go nicely on the skin, and also they have no smell and they just go on quite nicely. It's an affordable highlighter with a huge pan. It's not like a super small pan, and it's affordable, readily available, can ship anywhere in the world. So there you go. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe wherever the subscribe box is, and until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.